Like, and also, I wanted to say this as well. Like, if you're in this lifestyle, okay, or if you know someone that's in this lifestyle, the best way, I believe, right, the best way to get out of this lifestyle is to change your surroundings. So by that I mean change your friends. If I'm chilling with AK and Yassine right now and they're on crud, right, they're on like gang life, etc., I would, like, if you want to escape, go find some other guys that are on like good stuff. You know what I'm saying? Go find people that you can emulate, like the people that you want to be like. You know what I'm saying? Chill with people you want to be like. Don't chill with people that are like
find the neeks, man.
Yeah.
Just chill with the neeks.
Yeah, the geeks, innit? Like, try to.
Nah, that's the thing that makes it worse, man. Like, that isn't
That's exactly why I said it.
yeah, that isn't the only two
Exactly why I said
alternatives. There's an only two alternatives. You can find cool people that aren't on road.
You can find. I got hand down. I can guarantee you that you can find. People are not just figments of this and that. They're not fragments. People are. They have multiple things going on for themselves. So they're not just one personality of a thing. They're a collection of everything. So you can find a guy that's into his books, plays piano, but he's also on crud at the same time.
Yeah,
honestly, I would say like try to move away from where you're living. Try to go and live somewhere else.
Fly away.
Whether that's gonna go, fly away. Whether that's gonna go, I mean, living with some other aunties in a different city where you don't really know many people, it's gonna be shit for the first 6 months. Or moving away for university or whatever. Just try to get away from where you are.
Yeah, that's something true, you know, because your friends will try to contact you regardless if you're in the same city.
And you're gonna one day when you're lonely, you're gonna break.
Yeah, you're gonna break.
They're gonna. And to be fair, after a bit of them trying to get onto you, they'll leave you to it. Eventually, people will see that you've moved on, and it's not hard to be out there and make friends. Making friends is a really great experience because it expands your mentality. You start to see things differently. Like even though I'm in my 20s now, I think back to myself, I should have met more people that are different. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You'd get to know the world from a different perspective, and that's quite beautiful, I think.
No, I agree. The thing is as well, like when you try to change your surroundings, you gotta understand that A, your friends, B, what's it called? B, the type of like area you live in as well can heavily influence you, because being in a gang, especially like in London or like in these other cities, like I don't want to name, I just say London, right? So London, right? But even in Manchester, like certain areas is where the gangsters, like each area is like surrounded by a certain gang. So when you enter these gangs, right, you can't really travel as freely as anyone else, right?
All these turf wars.
Yeah, all these turf wars, like, and I'm sure it happens in other cities as well. But you gotta understand as well, like you can't just move out and go to a different area because you're wanted down there. Do you know what I'm saying? So maybe what Yassine suggested, like leave the whole country. Like,
do you know how? Sorry to cut you, but do you know how? I don't know. Maybe you realize now when you're old. Do you know how petty it is to beef over postcode or areas? Do you know how petty it is?
It's sad. It's sad. I find it sad in it because
it's
not yours.
Yes,
yours.
You don't own a single part of property. Council owned, privately owned. You're not fighting for what's yours. You're fighting for. Yeah, it's just I can't even speak, but I lost for words.
You're paying rent, yeah.
You pay rent, my brother.
And it's also like, oh, he got my boy, so I have to get his boy. And like, what? Like, why? Like, what?
I know the sad thing is, yeah, bro. See a lot of these young guys. Wallahi, I think you'd see sense when you get older. But I see a lot of young guys is they do daft stuff, right? And then they think, F it, my boy did it, but I'll take the rap for it. You get me? I'll ride or die. I'll do a sentence for you. I won't do a sentence for Mussa. I won't do a sentence for Yassine. I won't do a sentence for nobody. I'm telling you, nah, you can't. You're in it by yourself.
But you got to understand though that the thing is, isn't it? Again, the movies, everything that we watch, absolutely stigmatizes the snitches. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, if you're a snitch, then that's like the lowest form of like human you can ever be. Like,
the thing is, it depends on the situation though. Like, let's say me and you pulled some shit together, and then I get caught for it,
and you didn't get caught for it.
Yeah, but we both did it.
Now, what if it's you that did the thing? Yeah,
I did the thing.
But no, what if you didn't do the thing? So say your boy did something madness to someone, yeah, and it's your boy clearly, innit?
Yeah.
But they grabbed you thinking it's you, and they're saying there's a life sentence behind it. Would you
No,
do?
fam. I don't care
I'm
who you
saying
are,
he's
fam.
talking,
No,
he's
it's as simple as that.
snitching, fam. I will sing to the judge. I will sing the symphony.
But what, you're doing a life sentence? You know what?
You
If,
haven't done.
if that's your boy, he wouldn't even let you do a life sentence.
I
like that.
wouldn't.
Do
I
you get
wouldn't.
me?
In fact,
If I do something, you'll step up and take responsibility. Like I said,
But
if
that's
you're
the-
gonna be on that life,
Yeah.
you have to be willing to take the
But
repercussions.
they're not
But-
though. That's the thing. So if the boy catches the case for them, they're like, yo, bro, it is what it is. Like you gotta
Then it's
take
not
that,
for you.
or you're a snitch. Simple as
yeah,
that.
yeah.
And
And,
if you're a
as a
snitch-
young person, you don't want to be a snitch.
It's over for
You'd
you.
want
It's
to ride
over.
or die for your peoples
Nah,
than
man, it's
be
over
a
for you if you're
snitch. Yeah,
because
yeah.
if you're a snitch, then every
That's
single
a sentence in jail and outside. In jail, they'll stick it on you because you're a. In jail, a snitch doesn't really survive it. I think a snitch would get on the same protection wing as sexual offenders or rapists or,
Right.
or murderers that someone are after them. A snitch would sit right in there, fam. And then when you get out, you think people have forgotten?
no one's
what
gonna
you've
forget.
done.
You'll always be a snitch.
No,
That was
yeah,
me.
snitch is a
But
sentence
would you rather
for
do
life.
25 to life or be a snitch?
Yeah,
fam?
yeah.
Snitch.
Yeah, do you know what? Now I'm thinking of changing my mind, fam. I don't think I'd snitch on you.
25 to life, you know, for what, man? For what?
20 for something you didn't even do.
I didn't even do it.
No, I'll still snitch. I don't care, bro. I'll snitch and then I'll move, fly away. Fly
You gotta
away.
understand now. You might think your boys rate you and whatnot. They don't rate you, man.
Yo,
If they're letting you take the fall, they don't rate you.
People will forget. People are expendable. People will forget about you. If you're not in the scene for a bit, yeah. After a bit, you'll see a few comments on Insta, Snapchat.
Free my man.
Free my guy.
Free my doggy, fam.
Yeah,
Soon
yeah.
touch road. Like the feds are gonna be like, okay, cool. Jamal said free him. We should
Yeah,
free
you
him.
know
We
what?
should
Really
definitely
do that.
free
Yeah,
him.
why not?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's got a
He's
t-shirt
free.
printed
Yeah,
out.
yeah,
I mean,
free the man.
So much effort.
We should free him. Nah, people will forget about you after a year or two. Trust me.
Yeah, let alone 10 years, 5 years, 25 years. You're gonna be there like, yes, lad, let's go chill. Remember the good old days?
Things
Yeah,
are
I've
not
got
the
kids now.
same,
Yeah.
fam. You come out after doing 10 years, you come out,
Everyone's got kids in there.
Everyone's got kids, and no one's using Samsung or iPhone. Do you get me? No one's using these phones, fam. Everyone's moved to like a super different lifestyle.
Some phones are
fam.
embedded in the teeth and shit. man,
embedded
like-
to your ear. You get me? Things will change, fam. Things will change. I remember reading a story about a guy that he got falsely imprisoned for something for
Right.
like 48 years or something,
Right.
and then he came out. He went in, I don't know, in the 70s or 60s, and he must have come out like I don't know, recently.
Black guy, innit?
Yeah, black
Yeah,
guy.
I've seen it.
And this guy, when he went in, there weren't many cars on road. You get me? There was the old cars. Now they got the automatic cars. You got sick cars. He goes, there was phone boxes when he come in.
Right.
When he come out, people are doing this like on the phone. He goes, he saw people with like earphones and talking through that. He goes, I couldn't do it. I was starting to lose my mind of how fast things have moved. Imagine if that's you, bro.
Imagine that. That's deafening. That one.
Even the supermarkets, you were saying, like, there's all these brightly colours flipping cereals and
Self-checkout.
snacks and shit. Yeah, self-checkout. He goes, it's a new world, and you've missed 30, 40 years, 10 years, whatever, of progression
You know.
of the world.
You know what I think it comes down to? I think it comes down to like self-worth and like you in a sense, because like do you rate yourself enough, or are you willing to take that that what's it called? What Yassine was saying, I can't remember right now, but are you willing?
repercussions?
Yeah, are you willing to take that and like do you think your life is worth that kind of like death or imprisonment? Or do you think your life is worth that, or do you gotta understand that you gotta look at yourself in the mirror like Yassine said now and think deeply about this, because it will affect you in the long run, and it will affect your family and all that kind of stuff.
Of course.
And it's not worth it at all. Parents that are dealing with the situation.
What do you mean?
Parents
Oh,
that
that's
are
a good
got
question.
parents that are dealing with this. How do parents go about dealing with this? Because from their perspective, they don't really understand what's going on, right?
Of course.
I know we went into detail talking about exactly how and the what's and what can influence the kind of stuff,
Yeah.
but parents are very dismissive of this whole idea, the whole gang lifestyle, because they can't seem to like
Grasp it, yeah, yeah.
They think to themselves, yo, we tried our hardest. Like, why is this kid turning up like this?
Yeah, being so ungrateful.
Yeah. So from a parent's perspective, like, you need to understand that, like what we said before, the kids are very, very easily influenced, and most of the day is spent in school where they can see this, where they're exposed to this lifestyle, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, as a parent, how would you go about dealing with that, innit? So go for it, guys.
Well, what I think first of all is extremely important is there comes an age in everybody's life when you can no longer be told what to do. I mean, you can be told what to do, but there's
have
no
a choice.
guarantee that you have a choice now. There's no guarantee that you're gonna follow it. When you're 7, if a parent says to the kid, "Don't go over there," the kid has to stay there. But when it comes to 14, 15, don't hang out with so-and-so. All right, I'll just do it behind your back. So what's most important is to establish like very effective lines of communication between you and your son, your daughter or whatever, and have like an open policy about them. Because what you're trying to do is you're trying to understand them. Now, let's say the kid is in a situation where he wants to move, for example, but you don't know that he was on that crud, or he knows you react really badly, but he wants to ask you for help. He wants to say maybe we can move somewhere else and make the life better. You have now effectively shut a door that he could have came at you from. So try to A, speak to them, and B, try to understand them. Don't always just slate them. Don't always treat them like they're stupid. Stay away from putting them down and things like that. Really listen to them and try to make
dismissive comments.
Be bad. Friends. Be friends with your son. I think that's the best way. AK, if you got anything to add.
I loved what you said there, fam. Open communication, and I think that's one thing that particularly Somali parents are not very, I don't want to say skilled at,
right?
But from what I've witnessed in terms of like say my parents, my friends' parents, my cousins' parents, they're very dismissive. They're not very open and understanding about it. I think once that they become open and they can set up some sort of a dialogue between them and their kid, they can understand where they're coming from.
It's crucial.
Yeah, and then once you understand where they're coming from, you can offer some sort of solutions.
Right.
Whereas what I've seen is parents that are very dismissive and very like strict about it. Like you're doing this.
This is the only way.
You either do this or get out of the house. And that creates a toxic environment.
Right, and also parents that say the kid comes to you, like it's very hard for a kid to come to you and say to you like, hey, I've got this issue. I'm in trouble, because he's sat there, thought deeply about it. He's like, you know what, the person to speak to me about this is my pops or my dad, and I'm gonna go into another bit after that. But and when the kid comes to you, can literally tells you what's going on, you cannot dismiss it, because once you dismiss it, he's going through the biggest issue in his life right now, and for you to just like dismiss it in such simplicity now, as in like, what are you talking about? Like, how's this an issue? Then you are, to him, he's like, wow, these guys don't even understand one single bit of like the amount of stress I'm going through right now, on every single day-to-day basis.
Of course.
And now the kid will not even listen to you for anything, because you dismissed one of his major issues. Now, if you have an issue, he's like, minor, like it's a minor. And the little side topic I wanted to get into is that fathers have to stay in their kid's life, because a kid, especially a boy now, he needs, even the daughter, they both need like a father figure in their lifestyle. So when the kid is growing up and he's seeing these these drug dealers, and the drug dealer, you know how drug dealers are like, they're gonna try to befriend you. Do you know what I'm saying? So the drug dealer will become that father figure that they have been missing for all that time, and they'll find father figures in all these movies and stuff like that. Someone that they want to be like, they want to be like some sort of role model, right? So the father figure is very, very important, and a lot of communities, like a lot of ethnic minorities, either the father is not there because he's like working 24/7, or he comes home and he doesn't care about anything. He just want to watch TV or whatever, or the father is not in the kid's life at all. Like he's just gone somewhere. He's like gone back to whatever. Do you know what I'm saying? Like wherever he's from, he might have just gone back. But it's vital to have a father figure. Like it's vital for the kids' sanity and even the kids' progress in life.
and the other thing I wanted to say as well is like, the person outside of the father as well, all the brothers, whether you're on that or not, don't feel like a hypocrite. You get me? Because at the end of the day, that's your younger brother.
Yeah.
Even if you're doing it, stop him from doing it. Even if you're selling whatever you want to sell now, don't bring him in. Tell him to go school. Tell him to go college. Tell him to learn something now, Because at the end of the day, if you really care, then you don't want him to go through what you're going through right now.
Right.
And the best prevention, the best cure, is prevention. So you kids that are 14, 15 years old, you parents that have 14 or 15-year-old kids, speak to them, communicate with them. If you're 14 right now, think about, if you're starting to come into contact with these people, really think about where you're going to go with that, because it's going to be much more harder to get out. The earlier you're into it, the easier it is.
To jump out, yeah.
And like you said a minute ago, have someone to talk to. I think it's very important to have someone to talk to. And parents, please be open-minded and non-judgmental, because like you said, it is very, very hard for the kid to come up to his mum or dad, say, look, I'm doing this, I need your help with that. That is probably like his last option.
Yeah.
Do you get me? So if you're not providing the open door that healthy environment for him to talk to you about it, then who's he gonna talk to? He's probably just gonna keep going down and down and down. So yeah, I agree with you. It's very important to have that open dialogue with your parents.
It is. And wow, I had a point I was gonna make. I genuinely cannot remember it. Father figure and something else, but
I was gonna say as well, like keep an eye on what they're doing when they're younger as well. Right. So don't just let your kid walk in at any time he wants. If he's 15, if he's 16,
right?
You know what I mean? Find out what he's doing on the internet. Don't give him.
To a certain degree, I agree with you, but at the same time, I disagree with you. Obviously, you, as a parent, don't let him take the piss out. Don't let him come home whenever him or her. I don't want to be just stereotypical, but don't let them take advantage. But at the same time, give him that space, man.
No, yeah, because being too strict will lead the guy to rebel.
Same thing as well.
And a lot of things, I don't remember what I was going to say, but one of the points I wanted to make as well is that when I was in London about 4 years ago, I was speaking to like a couple of brothers and they were telling me about like certain situations that I was not aware of at all. And one of the things was like, how do parents deal with these like kids that are rebelling and becoming like drug dealers and being in gangs and stuff? And now it's either send them back home or one thing that I got exposed to when I was having this conversation was that some parents compromise with the kid, believe it or not. They say to the kid, listen, be home by 12 and I'll give you like a packet of cigarettes or something like that. And I'm like, what? And I'm like, well, I've never heard this. I'm like, I've never heard of that. And he's like, it's a common thing here. Like it's common for a parent to say to the kid, hey, don't do this. And if you don't do this, I'll reward you by doing this thing, which is also bad. So it's like the lesser of two evils type of situation, right? So that to me, it's a very, 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 very stupid thing to do because
no from you then.
It's no from me because you're semi giving up in terms of one thing to prevent the bigger thing, if that makes sense. And if once you give this compromise, that's it. It's over because the guys, the son or the daughter, whatever, they're gonna start taking advantage to the absolute maximum. They know you. They know you got on the negotiation table.
When he can afford his own cigs, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, it's finished now. I don't need you for your cigs anymore. You know what I need? I need some of this. Yeah. And then please no. If you want me to come back at 12, let me do this. So once you do that, it's pretty much game over in my eyes, from my perspective, innit? So don't compromise. Just be understanding and try to help by giving solutions. And the typical solution is like take him back to your homeland, or the typical solution might be start reading the Quran on the kid, or take him to Duksi, which Duksi is like Quran school, right? Take him to Quran school. That might be the typical solution, but that's not gonna work out. The guy's got a different lifestyle to you guys now. You gotta comprehend that.
Perfect. I was just gonna add to it and say exactly what he was gonna say there before. Our traditional methods of dealing with this, like you said, send him back home, take him Duksi, or bring it Imam.
Yeah.
And tell him to read, read, spread some more in his face. Read on the house, read on him, do whatnot. But these are I'm not saying they're wrong or they don't help. But these are very traditional ways of dealing with it, where we come from. But there's other ways to deal with it. Think outside the box. Deal with it in a different manner.
Because you're no longer where you were. Like you're not in a homeland. You're not in the motherland. You're in a different place, different environment, different solutions are needed.
Quick question, guys. All right. Let's say a parent has a child who is insistent on doing road. There's no way he wants to do anything else, and he's the eldest. Maybe they've got 4 other kids that are younger. Should that parent think about kicking that kid out of the house? Or should they keep him no matter what? Yeah, this kid's not listening. Like he's no matter what the parent they've tried everything.
How old is he?
Let's put an age on it, like 18.
18. First of all,
adult fam.
He's an adult, so I'm gonna have him a 1-on-1. Tiger, uppercut. You get me? Finish him. But at the same time, if you kick him out, 1 or 2 things can happen. He can flourish and find a way to keep him going whilst doing what he's doing, or he can come back crawling saying, I'll allow that. You get me? I'll be good. You get me? But at the same time, a lot of people that turn homeless, a lot of people that I met that become homeless in a certain way that they kicked off with their parents, they got kicked out, they had nowhere to stay, they started doing drugs to kind of help them through the situation, and then they fall down and down.
Yeah, I'd find it really hard to kick any of my kids out of the house. I don't care how old they are. Like I would find it very difficult to kick them out. But I get you from that sense, because like you don't want that thing to spread. You don't want that bad apple to flipping poison the rest of the
youth them.
Yeah. So I would come up with a different solution because kicking him out.
What's that
What would you do?
I,
Yes,
I would. Okay, how about this? Okay, I would kick him out,
Yes.
but I would provide everything. Like I would kick him out and send him to like, I don't know, some sort of school, boarding school or something.
18.
18, yeah, you can find
Boarding schools for 18.
Yeah, there's like
I'd send him to uni and flipping Newcastle. Go do
something
there,
like
fam.
I would provide everything that he
An
needs.
option, yes.
But I'd keep him away from the good crop. You get what I'm saying?
I was thinking more of like a open door policy. Like, all right, listen, you can stay here. These are the ground rules.
Don't bring feds to the house.
Yeah,
don't
don't
do
bring
this,
feds to the
don't
house. You violate any of these rules, you're out again. It's as
Right.
simple as that. So that would combat the homeless thing. But at the same time, like, yo, they can't take the piss.
Like I said
They
to you,
can't, but man,
I'd same as you. I'd probably be on the same boat as you are. I'd give them chances and let them know what would happen if you choose to violate my compromise.
Right. I don't know, man. I'd find it really hard to kick my son or
No,
daughter.
it would be really hard, but wallah, it's a question of tough love. Do you get me?
But then again, people are gonna see your son on road with that house.
Nah, fam, I can't.
Repercussions
yeah,
of that. Come
yeah,
on,
it's-
man. How are you gonna? It's easier said than done.
It's
Yes.
really difficult. Yeah, it's really difficult.
Some parents have to go through that type of stuff.
I wanna
There's-
kick my
there's-
son
There's
out.
arguments for and against. That could be a whole video.
I love you.
yourself.
son.
Yeah.
I
But
don't
you,
even know you. I love you. Thank you. Conversation with my future son.
but
Gotta find a wife.
you do it. You do. We all do it. But anyway,
You know, yeah. At the end of the day, well, adults, there's some hard decisions that need to be made.
And
Right? Life
Of
is
course,
not easy.
of course.
No matter what you're gonna be doing, life is not easy. So you're either gonna be suffering now when you move away and you don't know anybody, or you're gonna be suffering when you're in
Later
jail,
on, yes.
or you're gonna be suffering when you can't provide for your kids, or whatever. So it's about picking the lesser of all the
Evils,
sufferings. Do you know what I mean? It's
yes,
as simple
yes.
as that.
me agree.
Oui.
So yeah, just quickly, I think we should wrap this up.
Yeah, let's wrap up. So and also, it's very easy for three guys to sit down in a chair, and chat about this kind of stuff. It's a whole different ball game
Being there.
to be there, to be in the situation, and to be like or know someone that's in the situation because you're going through that same thing. It's easy for us to sit here and talk about that kind of stuff, right? So we don't want to come across as them guys that think they're better than like everyone's got their own struggles.
of course.
Everyone's struggling. Everyone's doing their own thing. We're just sat here. We're just trying to give some sort of advice or some sort of something from our perspective. So yes.
And if you are going through these dilemmas, if you're struggling through that lifestyle and you're trying to find a way out, just speak to someone. Even email these guys here.
Right,
They're here
yeah.
for you. Just
Right,
or
yeah,
even me,
right.
fam. You get me? I'm here. I'm out here for you. I'm here for you. I will help you. I will do my part. But yeah, like I said, speak to someone about.
Yeah, because
speak
it's
to
good.
someone
It's good to get it off your chest. You don't want to get it all
Exactly.
inside your head because you'll eat yourself up.
when you go loco.
Yeah.
So
Like, comment, subscribe if you like what you heard today.
That's my favorite part in the end.
Is
Yeah.
it-
You get me?
like,
Like,
comment,
subscribe.
go-
Yeah, go for it, man. Go for it.
Which one goes first? Like,
That-
subscribe, comment.
any-
Like, comment, subscribe.
anything.
Like, comment, subscribe.
I
It
like,
has to be that order.
Oh,
like, comment, subscribe. I should be. I think it'll be there,
It'll
or
be
it might
some-
be here
yeah,
sometimes.
it'll be somewhere here, I
Middle,
think.
it's in the middle.
Yeah.
I am in the right here.
Right.
Right here.
Yeah.
Do
I'll
your
put it in
part.
there for you.
Yes.
Yeah.
But share this with someone that might be going through it. Share with everyone. Actually, share. So we hope you enjoyed this long episode. Do subscribe and send us more questions.
Bubba bang.
Bang. And share this with like everyone.
Nice being here. Thanks for having me here, guys.
Anytime, buddy.
Yo.
Anytime, buddy. Yeah.
I was here, fam.